Hello, 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 how are we all doing? Welcome back to Willow River. Let's turn that game sound on so you can hear the Volvo purr. But yeah, good to see you. Welcome back. This has been blowing my mind actually, how much work's been done here on the server. They've just finished off harvesting this field of corn on the right here, so we've got 20,000 litres to go and deposit. And then we've got 2 more fields of corn to get harvested tonight. Well, it doesn't have to be done tonight, but hopefully it will get done tonight. I've got ploughing contract, a cultivating contract, all sorts of contracts underway to keep things busy. So yeah, we'll see where we end up, see what ends up happening. The amount of work, I think, if I have a look, I think if we go into the menu and settings, finances, but contract income, 200,000, 1.2 million, 500,000. So since we started the server, there's been, what's that, 1.1, 1.35, 1.85, 1.9, counting the one we've done today, $1.9 million worth of contracts complete. And there's new equipment's been purchased. There's 2 new tractors, there's a grain cart, there's a cultivator, a new shed at the yard. It's been impressive. Blown my mind how popular this server's been and how many people there've been on it. So it's exactly what I wanted it to be. So I'm pleased to see that happening. So that's sort of a little synopsis. Welcome along, everyone. Good to have you here. Good to have Hyper around. Nice to see you, mate. Garrick, good evening to you. Good to have you here as well. Brock, g'day, buddy. Welcome along. Craig, how you doing, mate? Welcome. You were just over watching Chinook flying from Geneva to Gatwick, wasn't he? He's getting across the channel, not the Tasman. Good to see you as well. Hope its landing goes well. He was just getting prepped and getting the aircraft ready to land when over here. So he assures me he is going to come in and cause havoc in the server later on. Keep an eye out for that. Hey, Farmer Fee, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm trying to drive and talk all at the same time. We'll see how that all goes. Lucifer, how are you? Have you here? My Flage, welcome along as well. Good to have you here this evening. So the one thing I love about doing these contracts is you get out and you just experience the different areas of the map. So we are right up in the top corner. Don't have our cover on our crop either, so we get that across there. We are right up in the top corner of the map. Getting back down, we're going to go and get this dropped off. I know we're going to do some corn contracts. In fact, this could end up counting towards the corn contracts rather than no income, but that's fine. With contract boost on, we don't have that issue of contracts completing and then not being able to finish harvesting fields, so we can actually carry on until they're 100% complete. So in fact, you think about that, there's probably some, well, it's probably harvest income. You could probably look at that on that finances screen. And that would count as money that's coming from the contracts as well. That'd be seriously impressive. Just prepping to land in Gatwick. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been good. Exactly what I wanted the server to be. Thank you everyone who has been participating and joining in and making things grow. We were talking before actually about buying a second combine just to help with get things done, but we're at the point there's a few rules which kind of make it a little bit harder. The hire purchase is a maximum monthly hire purchase repayment, so basically the amount we can borrow I've capped by how much you can repay each month. There's also a rule that you have to keep whatever equipment you buy, so if you buy something it's on the farm forever. There's no selling. If you're to buy a second small combine like we've already got, then you're going to have that for life and it doesn't help you get towards those bigger goals. So it's kind of like you take the stepping stones of gradually increasing the size of the equipment. I know that's not really realistic and farmers would trade in and sell stuff. Make it a bit more fun to get to the end of the server and just see all of the equipment that's been a part of making it successful. So we'll see. We've also got seasons on too, which is a little uncommon for a server, but it's kind of by mistake, but actually I've made it by design now. I kind of like the idea of the fact that you can't just run around and do all the harvest contracts or ploughing contracts and they'll only happen at seasonal stages, so there'll be a big window where there's going to be lots of spraying and fertilising contracts. And you'll get a big window of harvest contracts. See how it all goes. Right, Ellen here. I haven't seen a combine start on either of those harvest contracts up in the corner yet. I don't know which one we're heading to after this. Go and find out this bit. I like I question the choice of using a Lockwood potato bin on the back of this truck, but I do like this truck pack. It's BC Bueller's Volvo and his rear box pack. It's actually quite a cool setup. There is a little bit of a collision here. We're going to get stuck. We sailed on past that time. And before in the drawbar after the trailer got caught. Yeah, but the animation and everything on the opening. Apart from the fact there's no corn. I'd love it if there was a little bit of corn sort of trickled out and then it got heavier and heavier as you went. See. Thanks for the help the other day. No worries. To help. Aussie Dan, evening mate, welcome along. See you. Tam, how are you, buddy? Doing well, good to have you here. Good old Welsh sim farmer, good morning, mate. Good to have you here as well, buddy. Hope things are brightening up there in Wales. It's funny you guys are looking forward to getting into your 1 week of summer and starting to dread our winter. The start we've had the last couple of days, it has been icy cold. Quite a bit of snow on some of the high country. And it's just, you know, normally the temperature lowers progressively. This is just plummeted. At the bottom very fast. Right. Just having a look down there, so we've got Piper's taking a case to field 31, so he started doing that cultivating contract. I actually need to have a look here and figure out what field they were heading to. Harvest income. Yeah, there was another 20, 30, 50,000 of harvest income. Oh. Right, 96 where they are, so looks like they're heading to 96. It's going to work out alright actually because we're doing 117.6. But the entrance to it is up through here, so they're going to have to come all the way down. I'll turn left up here, follow the zigzag road down and into that farm. Okay. That's the plan. In fact, if I'd looked further, Hyper said there was only 30 grand worth of extra harvest income, so not a huge amount. Not a lot. Elder, how you doing? Good to see you. Garrick, I was just reading your comment. How did FSG get that combine stuck? I haven't watched it from his perspective, and I don't know what he left in his edit, but my gosh, it was funny. I mean, I don't know how he managed it either. Those are nice willow trees. So I've noticed the willow trees around, but we're in June, which is winter. I hadn't noticed that they had winter foliage on it. There's no willow trees in... Is there willow trees in other maps? These are somewhere else. Interesting. I've seen those before. I'd seen them in the map, but I hadn't seen them with that winter foliage on. I have to do some investigation into that, because I'd love some willow trees on Winchester. Right. And this jackbrake is loud on this. What it's like for you guys. Turning my sound down. So, we are going to get into some Lego building tonight. We did have the poll last week, and we are going to build the tractor. So, exclamation mark build. Give you a link to that. So, try and get that done. I reckon, like, it's honestly the cutest little small set. We're going to get through it, hopefully, pretty quickly. I hope, anyhow. I opened the box and tipped everything out, and I was like, is that it? After what we've gone through building that combine. And while I'm talking about combines, I was happened to have a look at the Carter page today, and they have got 62% off the International 1455 or whatever it was, the one I built with the plough. Who's following me, but they'll be after my driving. 62% off it. It is ridiculously cheap. And I've also got like 40% off the case combine. The class combine, the one we've just finished building. So if anyone was ever considering either of those sets, be a good time to take a look at it. Here comes the Daredevil. Gonna go do his under bridge pass. You haven't seen the plane. What he does, just watch here. Where Mike's gonna go past. Plane's gonna go for a dive in and goes underneath the bridge. What a cool little trick. Like it. Alright, we are gonna turn into here. It's the neighbour's front gate. 2. And see why they want us to do their contract for them, because they have no equipment on this field. I'm actually quite excited about the next field we're doing, which is 117. I think 117 is this field on the whole map. I genuinely do. Now, we go left to right here. So check that. Yeah, otherwise there's a ploughing contract to do, Ryan. There should be a plough. Like anyone's jumped into that yet. So the other Steiger will be put to the plough and taken down. Alright, here we are. Getting seasick following me. Alright, let's back this up here, and maybe you should have followed me though, Mike, because you've gone completely the wrong way. No one followed me. No one followed me. Ye of little faith. Right, there is a key. Yeah, what one is it? Seen that. Disable break B. How you doing, Scott? Kia ora, mate. Good to see you. Welcome along. Stream started just as you started work and got on the track. Oh, I'm sorry, Farmer Fledge. Sorry, mate. Elder a bit chilly down in Dunedin, I bet you. Yeah, I saw the snow that's been dumping on some of the fields down there as well. We are drinking Redbreast Irish whiskey tonight. One of the whiskey pub whiskey. Cheers, everyone. Beautiful. All right. So must be the combine coming. No, that's Mike. That'll be the combine coming in now with Genesis. Look over here. Right. One's jumping into that track. We go over and have a go over and visit the yard. What's happening? There we go. Rex is grabbing the plough. That Steiger's going to have enough power to. Yeah, he's off and done. But yeah, like I said, new equipment. So it's a new bit of kit. Is that the one we had last time? I don't know. But yeah, look, sprayer, spray tender trailer, rock picker. I think we did, didn't we? Fertilizer spreader, so Freightliner, a Western Star, sorry, fertilizer spreader. Very common, these kind of spreaders in New Zealand. Not on a truck like that. You'd be on a, what would it be on? Mercedes? Yeah, a few things going on here, and then this big shed, which has a header and a e-cutter. Got it? Yeah, it's what's going on? Hyper's in the old one, so that was the new one, the older one there. So yeah, a couple of contracts to do down there. Otherwise, we're kind of not so much stuck, but stuck cultivating, ploughing, and some deadwood contracts. We're just having a look here on the calendar. We are seasonal. We're actually going to get into a bit of a potentially stuck in a hole here with to do. No planting contract. There won't be any planting contracts potentially until. And we can't do. We're going to wait till September, so a couple of months coming up. Yeah, we're not going to be making a lot of money, and it's not going to be. There'll be money going out, so most of it. There's a couple of really lucrative cotton contracts too. Is it worth doing a cotton picker on my purchase? Right. Got them in Aussies, Junior and Ascanius. Yeah, that might be what we yeah, not. But yeah, we also put in a little office. So we had, because there was no sleep trigger. So sleep trigger. What should we call it? Wardrobe. So in Manhattan down here. Let's see if we can pick up. Okay, let's work on up. See, that's the other downside. I mean, we could buy. Look at the calendar. Corn harvest goes for another. Well, it's just this month. We're in day 2 of June. How many days we have set to? That's on my keyboard over there with one hand. We're at 3 days. So there is the possibility, I'm just looking around the map, sometime over the coming days there's, which one still harvested? 7. Yeah. Harvested. 7's a potential corn, correct? 6 literally? No, it's been harvested. 73 potentially. It's not actually done. So whether it's worth buying another combine now or waiting until we get closer to the next harvest season would be my other suggestion. Wait until we get a little closer. Up. Around there. Good. There's that would be what I'd say is the only downside to the way we're doing this is it does limit other level of participation at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, that is. We're driving. Yeah. Right. So while we sit here in the truck and wait a little bit, let's take a look at some of that. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently, right? Because I don't have quite so much to do. So we're going to have our manual on the tablet, which is there, so I'll be able to follow along a little bit with that. Instead of having a big tray of pieces over on my side, I can literally put more here just about in front of me. And get building in here, so try this, see how that goes. Anyone gets tired, I've got 4 of them. Fun fact, did you realise that Lego is the largest producer of tyres in the world? All tyres are Michelin, Pirelli, Goodyear, Dunlop, Bridgestone, all of those companies combined. Well, not combined, but in terms of making rubber tyres, biggest producer. Which I thought was pretty cool. Alright, so let's have a look here. Let's go and let's see what we think about building with some Lego tiles. So I'll build a Lego set. Last few have all been Carter stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'd like to get this all built tonight. So that's the challenge. Let's build this model tonight. But like I said, literally have these pieces here and pretty much the same again over on the other side. While there's 80 something sets of instructions, Lego is incredibly good at only having a couple of pieces put on each one, as you can see. If you're well set up and organised, you can through some pieces in the right spot. There you go, Scott. Yeah, there's our current build. Lego Tractor 60498. I'm wondering what it's going to look like. So there. Smaller box. I've seen a few people who've gone onto like Bricklink and ordered the coloured parts in, say, a red or a green or something. Say John Deere's and New Holland, like coloured versions. They're obviously not going to be based on a specific model or anything like that. It's kind of cool too. And if you ever have old shoebox lids, these are what this is an old shoebox lid. It's Argsy pair of boots or something, big set of shoes she bought. Work out really, really well for trays for building Lego. Beauty is you can just dump all your Lego on them and walk around with them. Oh, look at that. Mike's had enough. I'm not driving this tractor anymore. Keep an eye on that because the combine's 70%, so maybe we do need to tab over to that. So, yeah. Until Mike logs back in. Do. You got kicked, you'll be back. Fair enough, fair enough. How you doing, Nina? Great to see you. Pleasure to have you on stream. Hope things are well. Hope warming up for you. Must be getting speak something. Probably you're driving to Kingston's. Shauna said weird watching yourself drive a combine. Funny, isn't it? Until you watch yourself on screen and hear yourself talk and things like that. Oh gosh, is that what I look like and sound like? You must be getting close to planting crops and that soon, are you? Nina, are you going to have much to do around that, or is it largely taken care of? You know what I haven't heard about for a while? How is the barn conversion going? Must be 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months since I last heard an update from you. Okay. Mike's back, so I'll shoot this down and dump it in the truck and we can just crank out back and we can carry on building Lego. Evening, Bo. What's happening, mate? Good to see you. Welcome on. It looks a bit old for me. What one was this? This is the 6 Plus, wasn't it? Was the other two were the old ones? This one's 6 Plus. They were 8 Plus. Bit of lag as well, Rex. Doing the calisthenics. Over the truck. There's a dent there, Mike. It's coming out of your paycheck. Get that back. Yeah. Switch a Rooney. Back in here, and you can keep an eye on everything that's happening while we're doing it. I just need to check actually. It's gone. Oh, it's flashing are both going to the same venue. Our previous ones. Corp. Oh no, one's going down to AG. So we're in 96 at the moment. So back at the right next to our yard. Alright. Take as much as I need out of your paycheck. Do. Done. Deal. Deal. It's stolen. It's gone. Starlink kit arrived on Monday. All the stuff I read about it must be outside on the roof. Maybe it's sitting inside on the window. Still works fine. Gets 250 300 down. Hasn't missed a beat. I think like I know a lot of people in RVs and whatnot, they've mounted them in windows at different angles. I think so long as it can see the sky, you might get a little bit more potential dropout or limit your access to satellites. And I think in some areas where there's not quite as many satellites overhead, they're still building the constellation. That might limit you a little bit, but like New Zealand gosh, I've had Starlink for a couple of years now. Been one of the early countries outside of the US which had Starlink access. And it's definitely only got better, that's for sure. It's for sure. Hey Joel, how you doing? Good to see you. What am I building? Exclamation mark build. Bring it up for you, but it is a Lego tractor. I'll show you. Box here, nice and handy. It's just a small one, 6+, so I'm only just old enough to be able to do it. 204 pieces though. Should chew through it pretty easy. Take too long. Right. Mike. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, mate. Is that instead of me taking money out of your wages, you're just going to donate it to me instead? Nice one. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think a second combine at this stage of the season probably not the way to win at the game. Just persevere with what we've got. Suck it up and suffer. What do I say? Loving your Starlink. Oh, don't know yourself. It's crazy to me. You know what I struggle with the most. And obviously, New Zealand, we have a very limited market. We're a population of 5.5 million. However many people there are. There's only so many businesses. We're a very geographically sparse country. It's very spread out. Very hard to, establish good fibre connections and those kind of things. It still blows my mind that a company from the US can come in here and basically dominate our market, and there's no one out there doing anything terrestrially or anything to try and better it. It's a scale thing, right? I've got no ideas on how anyone can do it locally, but it just, yeah, it's crazy to think. And that's where and that's what gets me with like the ISP I was with, who did have a faster product, who put me on a slower product. They bought the company I was with. It seemed backwards. You had a chance to build on what was established, and yeah, it might not have been as efficient and as good as you wanted it to be, but there's someone who is offering that service. Why don't you see if you can do it too, instead of slowing people down? And I'd be interested. I'd love to know how many people they lost as customers because of that. Pains me to send money overseas, but obviously you got to do what you got to do. I didn't even realise, that there is a, just over the hill in just outside Woodville, there is a Starlink ground station. Go past it and you can see over the top of the fence all these, there's only a 1.8 metre high fence, 2 metre high fence. See all of these little radar domes, obviously direct to the satellite connections, and pinging your data back from space down to Earth. Yeah, Aussie's an even more extreme case probably of being a geographically diverse and spread out country, isn't it? Probably more so. Now, Starlink helps America selling to the rest of the world as a valuable byproduct. It is a valuable byproduct. But I mean, they've had that plan as their constellation the whole time, and bringing internet to third world countries and areas that might not have had it. It's probably it's a valiant noble deed. It kind of disguises the fact that they're basically dominating, or have the potential to dominate, the global internet market, right? It's not cheap to shoot a rocket into space, and they're managing to do it multiple times a week. Alright. No reception on the half of the farm, even for phone Starlink. So does Aussie, here's a question for you, because Vodafone, or 1NZ, and Spark now are both offering, for satellite capable phones, are both offering satellite comms via Starlink for your connection. So more as an emergency type thing, not for not for day-to-day video calling and that kind of thing. But just the ability to say send a text message or take a phone call. Is that something they're offering in Australia yet? Or do we claim a New Zealand was more advanced than Aussie? Or something else? Look at that, I've almost gone through. This bag of fixes. Which is obviously like for trampers and hikers and things like that if you're out in the outback, middle of the bush in New Zealand, outback here, but to have that as an emergency backup, probably, you know, personal locator beacon is still going to be the ultimate, but so, no, you've got that as a backup, even if it's just so you can notify someone where you are and going to be late or... You've used it out in the bush, Craig. There you go. I know it's only limited to what devices can use it at the moment, which makes sense. A few years ago, like my Samsung's 3 years old now. 3 is 23 and they're up to 26. So, yeah, it's not that long ago that the idea of communicating via cell phone direct to satellite would have been a foreign concept. Here we are. You can contact emergency numbers through satellite if there's no mobile. Okay. And that's a good way to look at it too. Yeah, they haven't had the competition, have they? What's the phone doing rather than a mobile network? The satellite, yeah. Yeah, although now they're starting to offer it directly with Starlink, so. Okie dokie. Side, back one. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm speed building this, but it's flowing a lot easier than the located ones I've done. See if I can get everything in the right place and make it look like a tractor when we're finished. Be nice to know how quickly I can put together a 200 piece set. $7.5 grand for a month for a new harvester and header. Yeah. Get another big tractor. Bit of 2.5 grand a month. I think there's going to be more of those kind of contracts coming up. Have a look in the app. It's quite a bit of ploughing. There's not actually a huge amount of harvested or harvestable fields. Oh, there's a few brown ones as well. I just think we might have a couple of months where we just have to skip time and move forward. And I'm not against that. Progress going. Keep some things progressing. Well, I'm keen to try to actually find out how has, because I installed a few new mods on. One of them was the GPS one that came out today, the GPS Headland Helper, I think it was called, which was meant to make the in-game GPS connect the lines better at each end. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, so I'd be thoroughly interested. I thought that was a cool feature. So actually, on Sunday when FSG and I were doing our Kinley video and recording that, we both commented about how great it'd be if the headlands followed and how can Courseplay do it so well and FarmSim can't. Well, FarmSim can, just need to monitor the script to do it. Right, look at that. Almost through this model. Flying. This just flicking a tablet's a nice way to do it too, I must admit. Swipe. What way am I swiping? Does that mean all you single folk? Swipe on the left. Good thing or a bad thing? Alright, there we go. So we've got build our farmer. Yeah. Similar to the farm at the moment. Oh, yeah. It's coffee mug, like all good farmers do. They walk around with their coffee mug. It's on it. A farmer's hat's not on very straight. Some stories. Stereotypical Lego farmer. Okie dokie. Right, let's pop those out of the way. How's our truck going? 76% full, but that's only the front. Man, I should have bought one of the other sets out. I could have built one of the Stratman sets too. A little bit more fishing at the moment, but we'll find what we want. He needs a cigarette. I think Starlink Mini permanently set up on the car as a lifesaver. Nah. I've had Starlink Mini and we use it when we're going away for an extended period and we might have to do some work while we're away. It's been really good. It's been really handy. I work with came off his motorbike on a quiet street, had his Apple Watch set up to detect the fallen on his sister giving GPS. Yeah. What if we do? We've had a few times where someone's phone is accidentally asked, because I think does it ask, and I'm not an Apple user, so correct me if I'm wrong, but does it ask you and say Apple's detected a fall, and if you don't do something within like 10 seconds of being notified that, it will then call the emergency service. So if it's a accidental bump, often called. This is wrong how quickly this feels like it's going together. I know it's a smaller set and I know it's much simple. This feels weird. After what we've built over the last strings. Okay. Right. But there. If the farming gets stuck watching a guy build Lego. Eco farmer also needs. They spent the last 3 hours playing with the GPS mod. It's pretty sweet. Ah, nice. Like, your watch message your wife thinking you'd fallen. So it didn't notify you that it was going to send her a message. It's good. What'd she say? Oh, bloody useless. Typical. Did you have a before? Follow ACC's advice, Craig. You get hurt, who gets harmed? Alright. Yeah. Do those grain boxes from BCB work with any truck? No, I think the only 2 trucks they work with both installed are the where are they? Trainstar. The Trainstar mod comes with a X3. X2. So you've got the 2 different length attaches. You've got your normal 5th wheel or yeah, and then the Volvo is the same, but this one has the WA, which is just your truck. The X3, which is the long version. Yep. X3, but I haven't really used them, but they have a collection of different bed packs. X2 grain boxes, X3 grain boxes, silage box, X3 and X2. You've got the dirt box, and then there's the pup trailers as well we're running. And this is kind of cool. It's a little grain auger. So it fits onto the back, I think, of the grain. So you have the you can use it as a seat. It's kind of cool. You could see that, so now I realise it's on my little screen. But here we go. Start riding gnarly tracks. Don't have it set up, Garrick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people I've been with have it, and it gives them a notification. Next, this is the trials and tribulations of the grain truck driver. I can only operate as fast as the guys harvesting the field can, so we'll either have a sleep under a tree, smoke a pack, or build some Legos. So I went for the build some Lego option. The silly thing is, this is about the only time I can find time to actually build any. Right, have I done that? Why I don't know. Do it again. Oh, hang on. I haven't done that right. So I'll use these bits. I didn't know that there were these pieces. Okay. Cheers, Genesis. You're getting off, mate. Thanks for your help. Appreciate you being on, and time you spent on the server over the last week or two, or last week. Only up last week. That's off. Yay. Go. It's my opportunity to get in the combine. Let's build Lego while you're trying to focus on a combine. You were able to use it for lime as well. That little auger thing, that's kind of cool. And yeah, kind of does away with having to have those. Hey, Kiwis and Bummer. Evening, mate. How you doing? One of the ones here in Aussie, but they can upload both sides. The connection on the back. No, you're right. I keep going on. Breitling Emergency 2. I don't know, but I don't think I'm paid enough to own a breedling. Might be jumping to conclusions. I'll make do with my Samsung watch that I make look like other fancy watches. I actually kind of like being able to customize the screen. Can I drop the side for you? Do I need to drop the side? I had no idea. Yeah. What's that new? It's like opening the tap. I'm sure it was up before when I was. I like going both sides. The auger that goes on the back. There was a very cool one that came out. The silly thing that I will tell you now is that I'm sitting here running the engine. Wait. Yep. Hey, Chinook, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, mate. Hope you had a good landing. Made it into Gatwick safely. From the G to the G. Yeah. So, radiator fan. Here's the other beautiful thing about this. There's no stickers. Stickers, whoever. Just landed and at the gate. Nice one. You left your device on flight mode until you cleared the taxiway. I cleared the wrong way. Cool, man. No rush. Kind of limited with what we can do at the moment anyhow. About our maximum with the equipment we have in the contracts here. Small little flying. Train doors all up both sides here. Yeah. Okay, that's that there. That's all the 8-cylinder tractor. This is one thing I do find funny. All the front goes on. That's pretty complex. It's interesting. What we got going on here? Just stack up. Alright, 63% full. We're gonna have a job soon. We're gonna get field into. Hey, Yoss. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Hardy, hardy, har. Second one. And where are we? 72%. What do you reckon? Are we going to get the whole field in one go? I don't think we are. No. Not. Some needs an injected seed option. How do you zoom out in cab? You need to go to your. You have your development controls up. You go into there and then you type in FOV. Get camera set field of view. And type in what number you want. I usually use 70. The other way to do it actually, because we got if it on is go in there and set your field of view angle. 12. The field of view what I was sitting in and did that. Set to 70, which is what I like. Go to 75 and back. Enter. Wider. Like it at about 70. Sweet spot for me. What was the other? Much better. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. You can. I think there's a way you can set it by default in game. Where you're in cab and out of cab, but I don't know if it does it in vehicles. So we'll try to figure that part out. I made some massive improvements to my frame rates too. 100 frames per second. So I'm using DLSS to double up on the frames, so 45 natively, but the actual game's being rendered in most of it. It's kind of nice. And alright. Not much left to do here. So anyone who's just joining, welcome along. Pleasure to have you here. We did a little poll last week. Did 3 Lego brick sets. Loosely. As options to build. And this is what won the vote. So here we are, building Lego tractor, exclamation mark build. A link on that I am building at the moment. Recently released. Pretty tidy set so far. But I did say, so if you've followed along with the Lego builds previously, you would have seen the class combine that we've just finished off, and the what was the other thing? A Case International tractor we built a long time ago, 1555 I want to say, which are from Dakota. Well, they're both significantly discounted at the moment, so if you're ever interested in buying one of those, go to the Dakota site and look. Could squeeze yourself a pretty decent deal on them. I think it's 62% off on the tractor and 42% off the combine. So New Zealand dollars, the tractor went from like 350 down to like 120. So it was, yeah. I was tempted to buy a second one. The tractor there, and they're both remote control and motorised. Nina, catch you later. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you being here. Forward to catching up on your build project and process at some stage. Right, we are down to how to enable precision build mode. I watched YouTube the other day with a guy brought up a wireframe build mode. It's not that. Back in where I want to be. It is one of the F keys. Here we go, F4. It's not really a precision, if that's what they're talking about, it's not really a precision build. I guess if you're in this mode, you could use the grids to align to. I hadn't really thought about that. Interesting concept. Yeah, that was F4. You may have to have the developer F4 for the grid. And F5 is one that cycles through. F5 is really handy if you're struggling to find a trigger. It shows all the collision boxes and the rigid bodies, those kind of things. And basically debugs. Debugs. Alt F4 run. Come on, you hit that and let me know how it gets on for you. Alright, almost done. Ready. I'd never thought about using it that way. What a cool idea. Okay. I'm just putting the top. Mod guard. Fender. mud flat. Interesting bonnet, eh? It's come from somewhere else or not. Yeah. Oops. Or is good for placing fences. I've just been the whole way back through Winchester and replaced all the fences. I've been a bit more, well, one, because I've got my fences ready to go for it. That made a big difference. But I've also been more particular about the way I've done them. So I've done them in sections, and then I've got the code and taken the code out of the placeables file, so I've got that saved elsewhere, so if I want to redo them I don't have to go through and do a huge deletion and restart. That's kind of what I had been doing. So fingers crossed that's going to help make things cleaner. Make sure we get these on the right way so we've got our tread pattern matching and in the right orientation. Be our righty. There we go. It's good. Same side. Ah, it matched it, but it isn't. Change that on that tire. Hey Cher, how you doing? See you, my friend. Well, Chinook fine. Hope you got you to your destination safely. Here we go, look at that. Two contrasting tree patterns. That. If F5 is a button on your Stream Deck when I play normal games that use to trigger a quick save, really wish you could do that as well. Yeah, there is that. There's a save mod in Mod Hub which automatically saves even if you're not don't enter the menu, which is kind of handy, but does become a downside if you try to build something and it saves halfway through. Bearing that in mind. Right, that's our rear wheel on the side. Let's go. Beautiful. You've been playing Trains in World and not crashing your trains. That's good. Well, there we go. Less than an hour to build that. Pieces in there. They look like they're all extra pieces. But not least, the flares. That's what I'm supposed to last. Very flimsily attached. Right, okay. Look at that, and the time we waited for the here we go. Oh. Cool little model. Right, a bit smaller than what I have been building, but neat none the same. Neat nonetheless, all the same. Not none the same. Now, side by side. dust. Not kind of a good combination of tractor. Right, size. Comparable. Beauty of this actually. It's we go for. I don't know if the hat's going to get in the way. What about the farmer? Let's put an Argsy in there. One Argsy, get in. It is going to get in the way. Right. People have said I do say I have a big head. Alright, let's have a look at that. There you go. An Argsy in the tractor. Very cool. Yeah. And yeah, so a couple of cool little tractors. This one here's 3 or 4 years old. Needs a rather good clean, as you can see from the top of it. Very dusty. Compressed air and a paintbrush. I have around sometime for give that a good clean. And yeah, there's our new one. Sorted. Right. Chinook's here. So, we got done for tonight. We can just get on and farming now. Right, let's put everything back to normal. Carry on. Oh, so here's a trick for you, Bo. Change it to US. So when you're on New Zealand dollars, it wasn't there. But when you go on to US dollars and everything, it's there. Makes no sense. Right. Do some delivering. Now, where was this one going? I'm going back over to 96. Farmland 96 going to AGE, which is London. Okay. Right. Right, next. Right. Let me just check here to there. Two options. I think we're probably going to come back out here. I think south and across the bridge rather than south down this way. Alright, you've had an issue the past few weeks where your sheep goat barns weren't spawning pallets. Turns out to be a mod clash. And yeah, we found that out this week too. In one of our multiplayer servers. So it was affecting eggs. Eggs. Yeah, animal food calculator mod. And I actually had someone get in touch with me during the week and say, oh, look Argsy, I'm sorry, your seasonal wool mod's awesome, but it's not spawning the milk and eggs. But unfortunately, okay, well, give me a bit more information, I'll see if I can sort it out. And then I saw about the animal food mod, food cap. And asked him then, he's like, yeah, I've got that on, so we tried it without it. So it was nice to know it wasn't my mod. Be able to help someone, but yeah. I think Hanson put a post up in Discord, now Discord server. Wasn't for that. Annoying. So you're off to Europe, Ryan. Nice one. 132 hours in the last 9 days. Sheesh. I'm impressed that you're sitting here playing a game then, buddy. Look at the sprayer. He had time to. He found time to stop off at his neighbours and take a photo of the tractor though, and post it on Discord. Maybe we need to get a spraying contract so he can do some spraying for us and enjoy that. Alright, a bit more speed limited. Full load it. You're working on trading your snowplow for a D8 dozer. Are you saying your snowplow that you drive over winter, are you looking at switching jobs? You actually physically own it and like getting on here. A nice one. Nice. Question my driving. No one else on the roads. Interesting, even though we're playing on 40 milliseconds. Yeah, I did see your message today, Ryan. Yeah. So, explain it, Ryan. Are your fields, like your irrigated fields, are they big pivot irrigated fields? So Ryan, they were talking about it at work today. Is irrigated fields? How do you harvest them? If it's a big pivot irrigated one, it's a big round field. How do you harvest the field? Do you spiral it in the middle? You cut it into sections. Is that what you mean? Oh, your new one's 6.3. So your new ones, from what you've shown me, your new one's a travelling irrigator, right? Where it just goes along the field rather than it's around. Am I correct in that? It rolls along the length of the field. Some photos. Yeah. Some photos of it on 6.3 kilometers long. So you've got a field that's 6.3 kilometers long with an irrigator, that's half a kilometer wide, isn't it? Would basically almost take up one side of an 8x map. 1.2 kilometers wide. Holy heck. Ross Chinook's still sitting in here. He's trying to jump out, and this guy's crazy. Catch you later, Bo. Thanks, mate. Joel, do I have a wheel for FS25? I do have a wheel for FS25. I'm currently using, I'll show you this, currently using this, which is the Thrustmaster eSwap XR Pro controller. There's a little steering wheel, so as you can see, hold it here above, you can see turn right, turn left, steering wheel turn. See, there's actually quite a bit of lag for the steering wheel to return to center, which is kind of nice. Maybe F1. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I also have the Hori vehicle control. I don't remember what they called it. I use the Hori steering wheel with the Thrustmaster farm stick on. Hey, Dr. Fish. Kia ora, mate. See you. Before you ask, yes, we are Redbreast 10-year-old Irish whiskey this evening. It's a very mellow, easy to drink. So cheers to you. Good to see you. Broken into 5 sections. So if you're 1.2 k's across, wouldn't you go across, do it in sections that way? Because there must be a lot of running back and forth. Like if your combine fills up at one end of the field and your truck's parked at the other, that's a long way to haul your grain cart back, right? Yep, tractor's all done, Joel. It took about an hour. One of the faster builds I've ever done. Have to find time to chat about the seasonal wall mod for a custom use. Get it? Yeah, what did you have in mind? Still need to get that steering wheel. Don't jump ahead and do anything too much. It's you. SG, you know, I've got something in the pipeline which could help with that situation. I'm with decaf breakfast tea. Fair enough too. Right, here is our destination. Being in Australia and driving on the left hand side of the road, I'm assuming they go in a clockwise direction or something like this. My 6 boxes full on one length, which is about 10 feet. Go across the width. Due to the channel, but crossing the seed lines would be very... Ah, you can't go across because of the channel crossing the seed lines. I can't go across the width because there's a channel in the centre, right? Crossing, yeah, you'd be going against the planter. Okay. Interesting dilemma. Just map on the console. Maybe that guy and say, just get a PC, you won't regret it. I know it's not a easy decision to make. Too big. That's too big. Hopefully, we'll keep cranking through on Winchester and get that finished off. Also, this is the big Whitcomb Park, at least this weekend. PC at this stage, but like Oxy was talking, could be a pretty quick transition to console if it goes well. Right, there we go. Quick finish. Extra time. Plus, what Mike got on board? 7,000 litres. Okay. Perfect. Downloaded the seasonal wall mod and added it to your favourite mods and FSGs app. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Hope while you're at it, you give it 5 stars while you're downloading it. Right, we're back this way. I'm looking for Field 117. Hyper, can I help? 7. This is probably my favourite on the map. Mind. Ploughing contract's still going. Cultivating contracts, so we've got a cultivating contract on 31, which is in here on the left. And ploughing contract in here on 33, which is right. That's not very. Goes our tractor. Through that. There's a water hazard on 117, so keep it on the fairway. It actually looks like a golf fairway, really, doesn't it? You put it that way. Grazing pasture mod, but I want to be able to move the sheep into a shearing shed twice a year for the 1 month at a time and still able to complete full bull. Right. So, as long as they were you shouldn't even have to change anything for seasonal wool. If the wool shed was set up as a pasture, which is a pen, and the animals were full health the whole time between the two, then it should. It's a good one, actually. I haven't tested changing animals between pasture. Let's see what happens. You got me thinking now. But it should just work. You shouldn't even have to do a custom edit of it. It should. Detect that the animals were spending 5 months in a pasture and they were healthy, and then once they moved, it would only be if it doubled up on them. Okay. Came up with hits within virus total scan of Bex. Well, there you go. FSG heard you. He's been lurking. He's like, he's going to wait until someone mentions his app. Then he's going to pop in and solve all your dramas. If it's just the Windows Defender pop-up when you install it, you can just safely click that. If you trust FSG, you click that and just install anyway. But yeah, I don't know about the actual virus scanner. What that is, maybe it's detecting some of the mods. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Just dropping in for a quick hello. Well, it's not going to be a quick hello now. You've got mod issues to sort out. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're having a good day today. What's it for you? Past 11 Wednesday. First defender being over. You uploaded the zip file, as in the download file for the install, because it's not a zip file for install, it's an executable. Right, I need to concentrate because our field's down yonder. See. Typical Aussie day though, isn't it? Bright and sunny. Let's turn the back brake off. So loud inside. Alright, here we go. This was the first field I did anything on this map. Was just when Fox first sent it to me as a demo just to have a look at. It's the first one. I played. My first field I played on. I picked up a couple of contracts and started to post. And yep. Alright, let's leave that there. Let's go into the combine. Oh, the executable, right. It may be it's entirely possible that there is a number of because of the way it works, it might just, the way it scans your drives and things like that, that might be what's causing it to not like it. Right, let's make the most of this. Let's jump into here. Let's turn the steering assist. Prehead lines with gyro lines. And let's see what this new GPS mode is like. What does it keep this straight and narrow? So, turn that on, it should. Here we go, look at that, snap to the next one. Oh, how good is this? FSG, this is the app. This is that mod. I'm not going to do it because we won't have any tight turns now, but did you see it just snap straight onto that next line? Carried on going, what would normally be one where it would stop. That's very good. Work in cybersecurity. Fair enough then, Bex, why you might be a little bit more paranoid about it. Yeah, a great improvement. I mean, this is just doing it as per normal, but where it was tight enough there to have a break in the path that snapped onto it really easy. This is on a multiplayer server too. No dramas. I'll upload it to Kinley after this. concentrate on tuning. But yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite fields on this map. I don't know what it is about it. Rain coming in now. It's just so out of place with all the rest of the fields on the map. 70 up there is probably similar. It's just on the IRL irrigator. Still has trouble on really tight turns, doesn't it? Let's run a few tests to see if the mod runs locally or localized the individual husbandry. Yeah, I'm intrigued now to test it. Like, I'm going to test it out and just have a pen with 10 sheep in it, have them in there for 5 months, and then when you get the notification that shearing's next season, I would move them into the other pen, which would simulate your shearing shed, which you can have, you know, 1 million litres of food in, so they're always going to be healthy. And move them over to that, and then see if it spawns the same amount of wool. And if you ran it parallel, you could have a control set of sheep, which would be 10 sheep in one pen. You don't move, and then you have 10 in a pen for 5 months, and then move them for 1 month. See what happens. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that. I'm interested now. I like these willow trees. Now that they've got to winter. Oh. I did find them in summer, they were a bit bright and green, but this time of year they're actually very Blair Witchy, like, I don't know, spooky hollow type trees. Actually, we've missed that because the field edge is around that tree. Now I've turned off force and my HUD, so I can't actually see what this is doing. So let's see. So we're driving along. Is it going to detect the next path? It has. Here you go. So previously, it's a tighter turn. Now it's going to turn onto that one. Oh, how good. How good. Wish they had gum trees on Willow River. Yeah, I'd love to see gum trees in the game. Gum trees would just finish off an Australian map. Working on a dam mod that refills when it rains and will send water to husbandries. That sounds cool too. I'm loving all these like area specific mods. Like my ones, Seasonal Wool was purely based out of the fact this is how New Zealand and by default Australia, but I know there's lots of shearers in New Zealand go over and swap seasons and go over to Ireland and Scotland and that sort of thing and shear over there. I'm sure it's very similar. I'll tell you another one, camouflage that I've got, which is ready to go. I just need to do some screenshots and final testing, is a seasonal milk mod, which basically has milk production from 0 in July. So in New Zealand there's not much milk produced in July. Peaks in September, October as calving season comes through and completes and sort of pastures growing lots and cows are healthy and happy. Then slowly tapers off towards April, May when they dry off eventually for a couple of months before they calve. You still get the same amount of milk over the course of 12 months as you would under vanilla circumstances, but it comes in peaks. Impressive what Hox has done different to Judith Plains. Yeah, 100%. Like, I think all he kept from Judith Plains is probably some assets and just used the base map. I reckon he probably went through and, I mean, I don't know, I'm speaking out of turn, but He probably went through and might have even completely leveled, like just Giant's Editor set his paintbrush to 4,000 pixels and flattened it all out, and then he's gone through and created this landscape. Yeah, just the use of like the dry grass painted texture in that underneath, and the patchiness of the grass. Patchiness of the grass just, yeah, I think it works really well actually. Looks nicely. G'day Mark, how you doing? Damn work. Always gets in the way. Yeah, go for it, Hyper. Good. Just popped home for a cuppa and watched how to play Farm Sim properly. And then you came and watched me, yeah? At least my was got out. Good to see you, mate. Hope things are well. Are you into spring planting yet? Got some crops in the ground? I think you had last time we spoke. Still has a couple of files in the mod that still say Montana. If you look at the mod description, it still says DJ Modding as the main author, not Hox. So when you look at it on a multiplayer server, it says DJ. Yeah, it still says DJ Modding. So man, this GPS mod is fantastic. Apart from my little faux pas up the top end of the field, I have not had to touch the steering wheel at all. Right, question time. Is harvesting in winter, in rain, in a contracted field reduce yield and affect the chance of completing a contract? How much is it going to rain for? Oh, look, it's not raining. All done with planting, need some rain. It's been windy as well, so even drying out, no rain forecast. That's the way, right? It's the We're using this GPS mod to help prevent a combine from becoming stuck in a gate. That's how you play Farm Sim properly, skip the rain button. That's how lucky having a go at me for that, Mr. Stuck in the Gate. Using the mud physics, you'd say yes because you'd sink in the paddock depending on the amount of rain. I've been playing around with that a little bit. I'm not. In the top left corner farming with the, probably because it's a contract field and we don't have the precision farming data on it. That uses precision farming to provide that info. So when we look at map, because we don't own any land, it's all contracted, so we don't have any soils data. Uncovered. Oh, that's seeding rack. Those are the. Oh, there we go. That's the fields we've seeded. Contracts. Yeah. Any of the. Oh, it'll be one. Gondi, is this multiplayer? Is indeed. Certainly is. One of our multiplayer servers we have for the community, so open to anyone who wants to come and join. Just jump into Discord. Grab the server details. It is PC only, but ! Discord if you wanna lend a hand. Been going for a week this server, but we've got 4 different servers up and doing different types of farming, different farms, ways of playing. So feel free to come and join. does make it just like horseplay. In fact, I think this coupled with the in-game GPS is better than the horseplay GPS mod that came out to use the horseplay course on GPS. Long-winded way to say something that sounded really complicated. Hey Chad, how you doing? Morning mate. It's funny FSG putting the harvester on the fence. Are you going to clip it, O2? Go and do it. You use the secret command code, it would work. Look, what field are we in? 117. EF. No, I don't have that as an option. Maybe it doesn't work on multiplayer. It's farming on a multiplayer. Not sure. Not sure, sorry. Pulling up for the weekend, no rain, no rush, nearly done, only 1900 hectares to go. So what are you doing at the moment? Is that spraying? Just spraying, or are you something else? It's turned so well. Impressive. Yeah, PF uncover all wasn't an option there. There's no precision farming. Well, it's toggle ground debug, but it's the only one that's dead. So I'm assuming it's locked out because of being a multiplayer server. Ground debug. Like seeding, but you have to spray pure immersion. Ah, there we go. That would make sense that it's seeding time for you guys because you seed all your crops in. Oh, you don't use TikTok or whatever it's called. Ah. You just go and I think you can clip things from. You can extract a short out of YouTube. Go to that one. Alright, let's make our field of view just a touch bigger in here. I'm so happy that the texture streaming and everything, it seems. I haven't had that texture bug for a long time. It's just so good. 50 hectares a day. Nice. What width were you seeding with farming? 9 meters? Or is it even that big? An 18 meter bar going to see. Even if you were doing 9 meters, they're doing double the area in much less turns. 6 meters, so you go their seeders covering 3 times as much ground as you by default. And what were we talking about before, Ryan? One of your fields is 6.3 meters, 6.3 kilometers long, 4 and a bit miles long. Imagine you can get quite a few. So, how many acres? $6,300 times 300 times 18, 113,000. So you cover a hectare on every pass. It's a hectare, no, 11 hectares. A hectare is 10,000 square meters, isn't it? 100 by 100? Okay. Divide that by 10,000, so 11 hectares on each pass. 2.2, so 25 a pass, a 6.3 kilometer pass at 18 meters is 25 acres. And that's when you start seeing the differences, isn't it? What would you have wheat, Ryan? What would you average with that? So what are you aiming for? And imagine taking on 6 meters. 1800 hectares on 6 meters. See, you're doing 7,000 hectares on 18 meters. Is that the only seeder you've got? It's interesting, right, when you start breaking it down and understanding how different farming practices work. Shows how crazy you are. Yeah. Big shift though, farming. 1800 hectares. That's the only seeder. You're running, what are you running at? 24 kilometers an hour on 36 meters, so 3 times as fast, and you're covering twice the ground. So you're effectively covering 6 times as much ground as they are. Double width, 3 times faster. So in one day you should be able to prep enough ground for them for 6 days of planting. You should be able to do all your work in one day then, Brian. And have the other 6 days off. Until you did that. Well, exactly it is, because 6 meters is a third of 18, so 7,000 is a little less than a third. It's about a quarter of 18. 1800 is about a quarter of 7,000, so you'll actually find that 6 meters at 1800, and yeah, you're actually taking longer. Anyhow. Fascinating. Really is. Anyhow, back to this field. Love this field. Look at that. 3 headland passes and we're going to have finished most of it. Little chunk. You reckon the course play can figure out how's it going to go turning here? It's limited by the tightness of the turn. Ah, lost it. Okay. It was close. Close but not quite. How fast to expect it to do a 180 though. Yeah. Oh, the pre-measurement has to be turned over within 24 hours. Okay, so therefore if they're running 24/7, you need to work 8 hours a day. No. No, if they're running 24 hours a day, you only need to do 4 hours a day. I'm sure you've got reason you're keeping busy. I don't doubt it. You'd be sacking the Jason driver. Chinook, you're fired. Cats off to the vet for vaccinations. Ah, shit, that's no fun for them, is it? It's become redundant. FSG, if you're still there, you're probably gone. Anyone who's just joined anyhow, I'll show you, this was our effort tonight. We built this little Lego tractor. Got a little Lego. Let's make it out there. Go Argsy in the cab. Yeah, this is one of the later Lego sets. This has just come out this year. Very cool. Quite happy with it actually. I'm impressed. Quick little build, less than an hour I think. Managed to get that put together. That'll go up on the shelf. I'll have to find somewhere for it to go. I'm gonna have to pull out all my farming Lego. Still do want to, once we've got it all built, do a little video looking at it all. G'day Jake, how you doing mate? See? Keeping busy. Completely unrelated tangent, you're off to Nürburgring tomorrow to drive around. Nice. Not at all jealous. Oh mate, you have to drop some photos in Discord when you're doing that. When you're back. I'd love to see some of that. Pretty sad what happened there over the weekend. Norderschleife. Yeah, that's a big difference too, isn't it? You don't have any obstructions, I'm sure you'll be efficient, but... and silly comparison, but even, I know even from driving around, you know, farms and farms, some that have obstructions and how much longer it takes you to go around those kind of things. You know, covering the same ground twice or 3 times just to dodge a power pole or a tree. Gonna be driving at 30 miles per hour. What are you taking? One of your tractors? Is this a John Deere sponsored event or something you're going to, farmer? Might get some funny looks just driving Nürburgring at 30 miles per hour. Alright, that is our headlands done. Now to, you know what? We can try something. We can bring this up. How many headlands do you reckon I can do? Right. Do one more. So one more is going to make it much more. So we can do it going roundwards. Roundwards is a word. Don't anyone question my English. I am an expert. Eyes is an expert. Karen, your profile pic. See your profile pic. Funny. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, you better not be going slow on that. Very nice. Le Mans, is that any less? Is that Norderschleife? 6 hour in Spa, 24 on your to-do list when you're in Europe. And it's like you can have a blast too, Brian. Days. Alright, well I said at the start of the stream we're going to get 2 cornfields harvested and we're going to get that done. Started. Finish that one. Yep, still complete. The cultivating one. Complete the harvesting one. It's 96. It's not where we're harvesting now. And he's gone and accepted a dead wood. Off to 19 to do some cultivating. Going on 33's just about done. Yours is matte grey. Oh, lovely. Nice. Mod seasonal wool you really love. Thank you. 5 stars, much appreciated. Does Giants classify it as a mod or a script, or do they even differentiate between the two? In what regard do you mean? I mean, it's a mod, but it's a script mod. It doesn't actually modifies the game, which makes it a mod, but it doesn't add buildings or equipment. It is a script, so it's considered gameplay. It is still a mod, but it's a script mod. Truck. I hope not. He was flying an aeroplane an hour ago. On flight sim. Right, he's his own spirit. This is our Chinook. Probably appropriate he's named after an Indian tribe. Rather than a helicopter. Free spirit. So I think next week, we'll be able to maybe build one of the feed mixer of the pickup trailer. Alright, we're going to freehand the rest of this. I've spent a bit of time in the last few days doing some texturing on some buildings too, which I'm really happy with how it's turning out for Winchester. Yeah, very excited with how that's progressing, which is good. That's probably one of the big blocks that I've got left to do, is get these custom buildings made. So I feel like once I do that, progress should be swift. I'm getting into a good flow of getting it done too. Animated doors are probably one thing I've got. Okay. Yeah, cheers farming. Have a great trip over to Germany. Good time over there. Right. Getting close to a full truck. Just love this. This feels so cool. What it is about it, but really good fun. Okay. We have a look at it. That's what we've got left to do. So I think go back down manually on headlands. We'll chop out that little back left here and up the top. And then we will be done. Only thing that would have topped this map off is row crop system. Row crops. That would be cool. Oh, Specs. That's he might have gone back to getting to work. I'm sure he will pick that up there, and I'm sure he will appreciate having a bit of IT security input into it too. One that's going to probably get a little bit lackadaisical with how we treat threats and warnings and that, but I've been bitten once at work and it was not fun, so I don't really fancy having that. Hard to believe we're almost a third of the way through the year. It's April coming up in a week. Ridiculous. If they're well enough to be able to put it out. Let's see. Not. Oh, that's the wrong road. I want to go on that one. That one. Let's not pick that road. Don't really fancy doubling down on that, so. I'll out this little bit in the end here, like I said. Reflection there off the combine. It's cool. Oh, 100%. Yep. Yeah, sometimes you just look at it and go, wow, this is pretty cool. That's where I love using like some of these settings and bumping up the field of view. Getting some depth, hiding the HUD, just enjoying it for what it is. Almost gives you asthma just thinking about it. Certainly get some pretty atmospheric and impressive views. That's something I enjoyed probably the most about the game, is actually creating some of those. Creative with some angles and any rules on the sleep trigger on the server? Nah, I'm pretty chill with that, Piper. I was talking about it earlier, like we're going to have 3 months where there's no harvesting that we can do because we've only got this combine, and there's going to be no seeding. So now I'm pretty relaxed. Read the rules, Chinook. The case is here to stay. Can't sell any equipment. You're retained. those long shadows as they come down here. It feels like you're harvesting in the evening. And mist across the river down there. So good, so good. I don't know if he did or not. I'm not sure if map makers can control that. No, he didn't actually, because we had snow, didn't we? On this map? No, that was no, that I lied. That was Peacheny Valley. Yeah. You're in Taz and tools, dude. Snow. There's snow in the forecast, is there? Okay, July. Potentially. But what do we have set in the settings? I thought I'd turn snow. Snow. Get off. Fixed. With Anzac Day being Saturday, do we get a public holiday on Monday? We do, Garrick. So all going to plan. We might be doing something with FSG on Monday morning / UK Sunday night. Might involve a multiplayer server and certain UK maps. And an open invite. Need to flesh a few little bits. Yeah. You do an Aussie Sid, is it state by state then, Ryan? Like, I'm kind of against, like, don't get me wrong, but people want a public holiday because they want to go away or I think Anzac Day is a commemorative day. It shouldn't be viewed as one that you get a long weekend or deserve a long weekend for, right? It's a week, then yeah, you can, have it to commemorate those who served for us, but I don't know, that's my view on it. Necessarily have to be Monday-ized. Popular choice. It's state by state now, there you go. Should be Aussie what? You guys will figure it out, I'm sure. Alright. It does stand for Australian New Zealand Army Corps, it does indeed. There's actually been a big debate here in New Zealand about making sure people don't use all lowercase for it. It should be, as you guys have, be fully uppercase all the time. Gotta let the office folk have their day off. think the whole idea of having a day off is so you can go and enjoy, go and not enjoy, but go and participate in dawn service and those kind of things without the complexities of work getting in the way. And dawn service is still on the 25th. Being Anzac Day, then you did day off. Anyhow. Right, let's dump this here, and we're right on 11 o'clock. So by the time we've through this autosave, got everything back up to the yard, good time to finish things off. Here we go, we've got the 2 corn contracts done. I think we would. Now done. Yeah, I think it's. I think it is. Certainly a very special day here in New Zealand. Lots of people get out and go to dawn service, or maybe a slightly later remembrance service. It's not attaching because. Alright, beacon's on the road. Let's jump back in the cab. Turn around. Grain cart. Let's get back to the farm. Park things up for the night. Don't leave the header behind this time. That was hilarious. Absolutely. It was stupidly funny. But hey, maybe double check. I can't believe that happened. I was so like, oh yeah, I'm just driving along doing my thing, much like I am now. He laughs so hard. It needs to be delivered to wherever the contract being delivered to, which I think is the Grain Corp in the middle of the map. Might be easier with to take that back to the yard and put it in the truck and use the truck to deliver it. Yeah, it was a good laugh. It was a good laugh. Well, we've got to the point, like, we used to be, used to always feel like you had to cleanse out some of that stuff, but we got to the point where we realised actually it's the human nature about it all, and it's just hilarious. It's good fun. Why leave it in there? Why try and cut out that bit in piece and make yourself look perfect? Oh. You are all making me nervous now, though. Nice, doesn't it? Go, look at that. Birds flying over. Beacon's on, Chinook, come on. Health and safety first, please. Ain't got no beacons, put those hazards on. Keypad, numpad 2 then. Numpad 2, let's get your warning lights on. Water and distracted Argsy. That thought crossed my mind too, Dr. Fish. Hey, Google Moth, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, thanks. I haven't downloaded it yet and had a look at it, but thank you so much for sharing your auto drive course for this one. Just trying that out. Oh my goodness, why on the bridge? Why would you do that on the bridge? Just the ability to build ponds for Argsy to be surprised. I like that one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by taking the screenshot. Safety first, second, no need to profit. Like a true CEO. Yeah, it's a cool map though, eh? Gilgamoth, it really is. I'm enjoying doing it this way with the contracts and not actually having a farm because I'm just seeing and experiencing so much more of the map. You know, you're traveling the roads, you're seeing the landscape, you're getting into different fields. That field we've just harvested, 117, it's the first field that I did a contract on then back in when I first got my hands on the map. I was taking a look around and doing a bit of testing out on it, box, and that was the first one I did anything on, and I just love it. Right. So someone is making the surveyor mod a separate mod. I don't know if it's going to have any functionality, but I know they are working on it as a separate mod. So you can still have it there if you want it for authenticity and realism. And the other thing I need to, and I'm going to do a little, I'm not sure how I'm going to cover it off, but I kind of almost want to put a post out and ask people on, you know, what are your questions about Terrafarm? And do a FAQs type, you know, ask me anything type thing on Terrafarm, and I'll see if I can answer it, or 5 most common misconceptions about it. But I do want to do something that kind of looks at the fact that you can still use Terrafarm just as a basic terraforming tool like it was first released as. You don't have to use the polygons, you don't have to use the landscape areas, you don't have to use paths. You can just go in and dig. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering about doing like an ask me anything, or you know, what's your biggest question about Terrafarm? And I'm pleased you found it good to learn from. Thank you. I'm actually enjoying that, doing that sort of content more than doing Let's Play. Terrafarm is a mod for 25. Correct, Bex. Yep. Only I did complete AD course. If only. I mean, I do, I just haven't downloaded it. Probably more looking at way. Looking at the common questions actually I get on videos might be a thing. Number one question, is this for PC only? Like the ones who answer it with a question. This is console only. This is for PC only, right? Overtaking around a blind corner across double white lines. Hey, when in Australia, drive like an Australian. X. It's taken us, what, almost 10 minutes to get back. It's funny you say that, Garrick, because do you know when we said before about this field that I just worked in, keeping in the fairway, it's like, I wonder if you could build a golf course with it. I'm intrigued to try it out. I don't know. 100% it's the most common one on that. And what's the name of the mod? I've got people who are asking Aussie. I had someone post on a video for Aussie Farms, which was an FS22 map that FSG and I did a series on, and their post was go through there, go right where they were. Can't go through there. I should have actually turned right and gone around the. Been right at that last one and gone around the back. Their question with the video is called Aussie Farms, and there is links to 2 different places to download it from in the description. And their question is, what's the map called? Where do you get it from? Oh, yeah. Between is this on console and what's the name? Where do I find it? 2 most common questions you'd get on any mod. You build up a dirt bike track with the surveyor tool. Yeah, I've been trying to think about how you could do it. Have a bit of a play. You could contour it all and dig a pond, and it's like pick your favourite golf course. Maybe like Aiming Corner from Augusta or something like that, and see if you could recreate it using Purifarm. Bit of fun. Fire department's all out. No one in. You don't have a fire. I hope there is a fire wherever it is. It's safe. Hold off for skipping a stop sign last. There's nothing coming. Can lay on PS5. Can lay you out. Ask questions like that. Right, let's go over here and we'll give this a clean wash. I think Hyper probably left that there for us to give it all a service, but I've got my HUD hidden and I don't know what state it's in. My service is actually not too bad. Not too bad a condition. People don't read descriptions 100%. Yep. I need to start like with something like that. I need to start putting that in the pinned comment. Okay. The download link in the map instead of putting it in the description. Have it as a pinned comment in YouTube, so when they go to write their comment they can see it, or have the first comment and say download links in the description. Okay, it's nice and clean. Yeah, we want to come over here. See our field of view back. Which one is it? Oh. Ah, there we go. Priorities. $11. Trailer's fine, we won't be able to repair that, and it's not. Yeah. I would forward it far enough. Doesn't need repairing either. It's good. 19 hours on that one. Okay, crazy. And it's the wrong vehicle again. Right, let's go park this up in this new shed. What about these streamers use? I'm not worried about it in a stream. It's more in like video tours, map tours, and map previews and that. Where I get it, even just in standard map videos. Yes, I do have exclamation. Yeah, probably not set up for a map at the moment. All right, there we go. Job done. Nice to see the heater's still there, Norwegian farmer. Thank you very much. Yep, it made the trip this time. I was reminded about that as we were leaving the field, so we have not left that behind. Available from my flight management computer on my A320. There you go. That's find it. No, I won't. That'll be the new. That's the new water. O2. That's the new water. Is that mobile vehicle workshop a mod on console or is it PC only? It's a very good question. It's in the mod hub. It is PC only in the mod hub. There you go. Thanks, gaming. Alright, well there we go. Another fun couple of hours here getting some contracts done. We'll collect that one too. Go. Couple going on cultivating and ploughing. Other than that, the harvest one. Oh, we got a soybean harvest popped up. Want to do that? Well, we might as well accept that. I'm sure someone can jump on and do that. It's actually quite close. 35. There we go. Got a harvest contract for someone to do. We'll leave that there and they can come back in and do it. Know what to do. So if you do jump in, feel free to come in and lend a hand. Thank you everyone who's been here tonight. Hyper, appreciate you being here. Chinook, thanks for jumping in. Mike's around somewhere. Volvo, he's off getting the last of the corn sold, I think. Thank you as well. Mike, Ryan, Rex, Genesis, everyone who's jumped in and given us a hand tonight. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And Mike, thank you very much for that super chat as well. That was incredibly generous of you. Everyone else who's been here, thank you very much for tuning in. Please feel free to join the server, make it your own, come in and do some contracts and help grow this. We've got a big list of things we need to achieve. 5 class 11 combines. So we're looking at having to buy, where are they? Combines. We're looking at either the X9 750,000, CR11 740, CR11, oh the AF11 740. So one of those 3 or one deer up there. So is the Lexian considered a class 11 combine? That could be. If it is or not. Figure that out. But yeah, that's certainly the goal. So we want to get in 5 of those. 5 of those on their own is that $3.5 million. Lots to go. Got to get the headers to go with it. There is a list of machinery we want to build for our contract yard, and yeah, it's starting to grow. So anyhow, I'm going to go in here, check out for the day. That timesheet, and yeah, call it quits. So thank you everyone, appreciate you being here tonight. Have a good rest of your week. We'll be live again on the weekend, probably, hopefully, all going well with 2 streams, Sunday and Monday. So yeah, keep an eye out for those and what we end up doing with that. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully we'll catch you soon. I'm going to go and do some more work on Winchester because I'm keen to get that moving and get back into the main for it. So yeah, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week, rest of your day, rest of your whatever it is you're doing wherever you are. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.